Hello, Vampire Lords. Welcome to One Pack Retro, where we open one pack of trading cards from throughout gaming history. And this one is, well, fitting for the season anyway. It is Vampire: The Eternal Struggle. It's 30th anniversary this year. Originally, it was called Jihad, but I really don't want to get in trouble. So they changed the name to The Eternal Struggle, and yeah, it's actually a originally produced by Wizards of the Coast. That's why it's got the Deckmaster thing going on, if you can see it. Yeah. 19 tradable card games. Game cards. Yeah, tradable card games. If you don't know what Vampire, this is based on the role-playing game Vampire the Masquerade, where you are a vampire, you belong to a clan, and you do stuff. But you can't let people know vampires exist, or else it's going to be so many problems. There's two clans, or two overarching, don't want to call them clans, groups. Let's go with that. The Camilla and the Sabbat. The Camilla want to keep the secret. Don't let anyone know. The Sabbat, of course, want to fuck things up. To let you know, this has a lot of code of like little blocks that indicate what things do. I don't know. I don't know any of the names because it's been a while since I was a vampire. But we will try. First off, we got Loyal Street Gang. They cost 1 blood to bring into play. So instead of regular resources, you have blood that you've got to bring out into play. Ally with 2 life, 1 hand damage, 0 bleed. They are part of the Anarch, I believe. Manstopper rounds. Oof. Only usable when damage from a gun is being resolved. Minion inflicts +1 damage for +1 damage each strike for the remainder of this combat. This is an ammo card. No more than 1 ammo card can be used on a gun each combat. So yeah, really nice there. Kindred Segregation. Obviously a political card. Political card worth 1 vote. Called by any vampire at +1 stealth. Successful vote means that all allies are burned. Oh. Any Methuselah can keep an ally or allies he or she controls by repaying the pool to put each ally into play. We got a character here, so we'll talk about pool here. Art pool. Bianca, she is an anarchist. I can't remember the name of everything. This is their pool thing. So, like, when you start out, you have to put them face down and put that amount of blood counters on her. Like 6 on her, in her case. Each round you take 1 off. Once you take the last one off, she's available. She does +1 hand damage. Like I said, there's her abilities. I can't remember which any of them are. I'm not going to bother. We're just moving on. Win, he is part of the Gangrel. No. Was that Gangrel or was that the other one? There was like 2 wolfy, wild ones. There was Gangrel and there was... can't remember the other one. But I think he might have been Gangrel. Anyway, it's a blood pool of 10. Primogen. Win may enter combat with a vampire controlled by your predator or prey. This is a +1 stealth D action. Got Justine, Elder of Dallas. That is the Tremere, I believe. They're the no, yeah, Tremere are the artists of the world. They're the ones who care for art and beauty more than anything else. She is a pool of 8. Primogen. Justine does not tap when blocking actions of a vampire with a capacity below 4. Oof. So now she can block me. Okay. She can block Rufina Soledad. Part of the Venture. No, wait. Venture was the crown. No, Giovanni's the crown. No, Giovanni's a G. Anyway, she's a 2-drop. That's all you need. Fast reaction. Cool. Only usable after a blocking minion you control other than this vampire has just completed combat. Tap this vampire. This vampire now enters combat with the opposing minion. The first round of this new combat, the opposing minion cannot use any strikes. And I think this is like if you have a character who is superior. I can show you from here. Just in general, this is basic, and this means this when it's tilted, it means they are superior or advanced in that ability. Now there are cards that can give other vampires abilities or advance it. So anyway, so if they have the tilted one as above with an additional press. Legal manipulation. Cost 1 blood. D, bleed with +2 bleed. D as above and gain 1 pool if bleed is successful. I think that's the ability you need to use it. Disguised weapon. Only usable before range is chosen. Equip this vampire with a weapon card from your hand and pay cost to equip as above, but usable when choosing a strike. Skin of Rock. And nothing else. Ay, ay, ay. Prevent 1 damage, prevent 2 damage if you're superior. Canine Horde. Strike 1 range, I believe. Strike, range, destroy equipment with first strike. As you do. Gleam of Red Eyes. Press or maneuver. Press is you continue fighting. Maneuver, you can avoid an attack. Govern the Unaligned. Cost 1 blood. D, bleed with +2 bleed. A younger, uncontrolled vampire gains 3 blood. This action is at +1 stealth. Praxis Seizure Atlanta. Atlanta was very prominent in the World of Darkness. Mostly because, White Wolf was in Atlanta. Political card, worth 1 vote. Called by any vampire at +1 stealth. Successful vote means the acting vampire is declared Prince of Atlanta. This could lead to a contested title. Now, Prince in this setting is non-gendered. So, a woman could be a prince, much as, a woman could be a prince, a non-binary creature could be a prince. Yes, there are non-binary creatures in the World of Darkness. But, it was not gender specific. It was just a title. So. Consanguineous Condemnation. All I know is sanguine means blood, so oof. Political card, worth 1 vote. Called by any vampire at +1 stealth. Choose a clan. Successful vote taps all vampires of that clan. Works pretty well if you got... Usually it was like you normally played just characters from your clan. Camarilla Exemplar. Play a card worth 1 vote. Called by any vampire at +1 stealth. Choose a controlled vampire. Successful vote means that for the remainder of the game, all vampires attempting to block that vampire burn 1 blood. Discard. Elder Intervention. Cost 1 blood. Do not replace until after combat. Only usable after a bleed is declared against you. This reacting vampire gets +2 intercept. Cool. Finally we got Protein. I think. Master. Discipline. Put this card on a vampire. This vampire has Protein. Which, that's the symbol for Protein. If the vampire already has Protein, he or she now has Superior Protein. Basically, it's, yeah, that way. Looks like that. Capacity increased by 1. The vampire is 1 generation older. Cannot be played on a vampire with Superior Protein. As you do. Alright, yeah, well, there's a lot going on here. That is 19 cards. Honestly, here, that's your MVP. Let's see, because there's not really, like I said, there's the Eternal Struggle game was built for multiplayer. It wasn't built for one-on-one. That's why there's voting and manipulating and blah, blah, blah. It was meant to be a, more politically motivated multiplayer game. Actually, probably the first one that was made for it. Anyway, this was provided, I got this from Geek Games and Stuff. I bought this off eBay. Thankfully, it came in time. But, yeah, go check them out. Like I said, I got them on eBay, but I think they have an actual website. Anyway, here's a QR code. You can go check them out. Hashtag not sponsored. I haven't had sponsored in a while. Whew. In any case, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a retrotastic day.